Hey y'all, welcome to Xpression. My name is Timothy Waallace, and this is episode 47, season 5. Um, I have a pleasure of sitting here with alumni, guy that's been here before. We love him. I don't think some of the things that I've made or created without him in mind. This guy is a true genuine person. First time I met him, he wanted to help me out. No, he don't even know us. He just see us setting up and he like, yo, y'all need some help? You know what I'm saying? So, if y'all tuning in, I'm talking about none other than Kaesevyn.
Hey man, what's going on with y'all?
Can I get a round of applause, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
All of that.
That's where you need to cue up. With the
laugh track. Clapping.
That's what you got to cue up right there.
Yeah. That's how I look. That's
all good.
We'll take care of it in post. I ain't.
Yeah,
tripping,
right.
You know
Right. We take care of that.
All
right.
Good to be here though, man. Good
yeah,
to see
man. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm taking it day by day, just trying to make a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's been over a year since we've been back.
Yeah.
It feels good. That jam session was solid. Your
Absolutely.
performance was solid.
I appreciate it.
And that's what we pretty much gonna get into on this conversation.
Mhm.
I want to dive in on your artistry lately, like what you've been up to, the caliber of it, all that good stuff. So let's jump right into it.
Yep.
What's the name of this project that you're getting ready to come out with on February 2nd?
For sure that. The name of the project is Underground Heart.
Okay.
I get that. I forget where like the inspiration for the name come from, but the best that I can describe it, Underground Heart is to date my most vulnerable and most like revealing musical project I feel like I've ever put my hands on. I touch on everything on the project, everything on the album is personal. You know what I'm saying? But I set it up in such a way where I know it's personal coming from me, but I also want people to listen to it and excuse me, and be able to resonate with a lot of what is going on the whole project. You know what I mean? Even if it's like, hey, I'm really feeling like one or two tracks. Well, that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? It's really more so a diary of sorts about what's been going on in the past year, year and a half or so since I've started this project.
And that's how long it's been for you, like the timeline of crafting it?
Yeah, like I think we're rounding home with everything that's left to do before we send it off to distribution. But for the most part, yeah, man, it took a year and a half because everything on here, man, I made from scratch.
And we got a chance to get a listening session in a week ago.
Yeah.
For this project, and me, you, Tommy, Chills, we sat down, and I think the main thing about this one is that I like the time spent on the skits that make the next song join with the last one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like nowadays when I listen to a project, it's just a bunch of songs. They might be nice, you know what I'm saying, but okay, I don't know. I mean, I'm a different artist. I feel like if I'm coming to you with a project and I'm presenting you something, I want to tell you a story.
Right.
I just feel like you should tell me something about you.
Absolutely. Every time.
I should not be able to listen to this and know nothing about you.
Right.
That makes me feel like you just threw it together based on hype and what you think somebody else needed.
Type of shit, yeah.
Rather than what's true and genuine to your soul.
Yeah.
And, feeds through the audio. So that's what I like the most about that. But one thing I want to ask you, what's more important to you, the music production or the lyrics?
Definitely the lyrics. And the reason why I say that, your beat can be as simplistic or complicated or over the top or subpar or whatever. Your beat selection is I would say beat selection of making quality music is like 25% at the most what you got to focus on. But for as good or bad or indifferent as your beat is gonna be, it, to me as an artist and as a person, it don't matter, man, if you ain't saying nothing. If you're not
Especially if that's what you coming on
Yeah.
as, or you spitting some rhymes.
Yeah,
or
you know what I'm
singing
saying?
or whatever.
And like, and if it's a song that's supposed to be, less than, if the goal was to make some shit just for the sake of making it, okay, fine. Whatever, I'll give you that. But if you're putting together a project where you want to be recognized for your body of work, you got to put your best foot forward. And if you're not coming with some substance, you missing the mark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it. So, on to my next question for you. What motivated you to start Underground Heart?
It was probably I had an idea in my head. I've actually had the idea for some years, but I didn't know enough about music production to execute it the way that it needed to be back then. I'm talking like, man, I was like maybe 15, 16 years old trying to come up with this concept. But so what started as I just want to make what I feel turned into here's a story, here's all of the beats of a story where now I have to connect them all and actually do it. You know what I mean? Like give you the in-between, let you see and hear the progression of, hey, here we are at point A, and this is how we get to point B, C, D, and so on and so forth,
Mm.
But no, and then honest to God, man, it really started because like I had just discovered what I was able to do thanks to you and Jerry getting into to making beats on Ableton.
You make beats on Ableton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, man. I tried it with Fruity Loops. I'm not there. I'm not there.
What's so difficult about it?
So like, all right. So like,
because I'm on Fruity Loops. Hey, I started out
for
on
sure.
Fruity Loops.
No,
Like,
look. It is no diss.
go-to.
It's no diss. It's no disrespect. Nothing like that to Fruity Loops or the community. Nothing like that. As far as like the UI, Ableton is cleaner to me. Ableton is like
the interface and everything.
Yeah, okay. Like it's just, bro. Everything is just right there. Like if I go searching, I know where to go searching for exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. In Fruity Loops, I feel like it's just a little bit more complicated than what I'm used to. Okay. Or like what I'm comfortable with. And
well, that's what it's mainly
what
about,
I'm saying?
though. It's about your comfortability, what makes you get your best workflow.
Right.
You know, so it really don't matter what it is.
I just feel like Ableton is closely like it's really similar to the DAW I use for recording anyway. It was just Adobe Audition. So I feel like both of those two, they have like the same workflow. They have the same workspace that I'm comfortable with. My meters are over here on this side. My file bank is on this side. My effects rack and this, that, and the third. Everything is basically in the same place by default. So that's at least like making beats. I'll do beats in Ableton and then bounce it out, export it, and then turn it into a whole recording project in Adobe Audition.
And that's kind of how I am with my process. I do, and I went to school for Pro Tools, but and I learned how to make beats in Pro Tools, but I only really use it for mixing and mastering. And to finish or my post stuff. But I'll take what I've done in FLs. Yeah. Because I can just chop up drums much better. Mm-hmm. I like how I can sequence out, everything in the song playlist. And then I just bounce it out and bring it straight to Pro Tools.
I ain't mad at it.
So it's like, it's your workflow. It's all depending on what you like.
Now, I would at some point, man, I really would like to to consolidate down to just one DAW that I do everything in.
You don't have to, bro.
I don't. Yeah, I know. But it's like for me. I've always been like the type of artist. I like the type of person to be like efficient. The less I have to do, the less I have to use to get to the finished product is fine by me, right? But I also know, like, at this point, I'm so used to the way that I'm doing it to learn something totally new. I already took a year and a half making the damn project. At that point, I gotta learn a whole new DAW. I gotta learn a whole new workflow, whole new this, and then we probably if I do another project, bro, it'd probably be like 3 years at that point, because I like to familiarize myself with everything about my workspace. Where do I find this? Where are my effects? How do I do this? How do I customize it to where I like it? And then that, in learning how to use it and learning where everything is, that might be a 4 to 6 month process just to be sure that I'm doing everything the way I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I like to be thorough. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? I like to learn the ins and outs. And then in me learning my ins and outs, I like to be around others that are using the same thing or something different than what I'm doing, and take from what they do in the separate project and try to apply it to what I'm doing. I'm like, damn, that's a real nice transition. That's a real nice technique that he used to mix that. I wonder if I could do that same thing or try that same thing in the way that I mix, in the way that I do this. Gotcha. And if it works, cool. Then that's, you know what I'm saying? Now we done steamrolled a whole 2-3 weeks of learning off of the whole process. I don't know, but man, that's just me though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Let's get back into Underground Heart. Brother's Keeper.
Yeah, Brother's Keeper.
It's a very heartfelt song. Yeah. It's a very heavy song.
Yeah.
Now, the first question I'm gonna ask you, I got 2 parts to this.
Fire away.
First part is, what was the motivation behind that track? And then 2, actually, go ahead.
All right. The motivation behind Brother's Keeper, my 2 older brothers in real life. My mom passed away February 2nd of 23 last year. So that's the reason behind the release date. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, it's in honor of her, you know what I'm saying, in memory of her. After she had passed, my brothers shown me the type of people that they are. In that, you know, without getting into all of the hysterics and all of the drama and all of the this, they made promises that they just didn't keep. And I felt at the time a lot of the negativity, a lot of the negative things that we had to deal with in the wake of Mom's passing was because of y'all. You know what I mean? Now, that's just one perspective of the story. As you know, there's 3 of us, right? So I'm pretty sure both of them have their own story, their own words to say about what is and what ain't. But from where I'm sitting, you know what I'm saying, there was shit that we were supposed to take care of together. There was things that, you know, you said you was gonna do and you said you was gonna do, and all of that shit fell through. So for as much as I love them and will always will love them, always will be there for them no matter what, because y'all my brothers, y'all are literally all that I have left in this world. You know what I'm saying? I also know that the type of men that y'all are, I don't want to be around. There are things that y'all do, things that y'all say, the ways that y'all are like that I'm just not rocking with. I just don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And out of respect for y'all and out of respect for what I'm looking for in a role model, I'm just cool. You know what I mean? I still love you. I'll do anything in the world for you, be there for you whenever you call me. But I need you to understand too, like, I can't rock with you based on the shit that you did. So it's with all due respect that this is my letter to both of you about how I feel, considering that I ain't spoke to y'all really since everything went fucking down. I see them sporadically, like, and then when I do see them, it's all facetious. It's all, y'all don't even really want to be around me type shit. Or at least that's the feeling that I get. So since that's what I get on the receiving end, I'm just gonna do my heart a favor and just stay away. If I see you, I see you. I'm gonna always show you love no matter what. I'm not gonna be fake with you. But at the same time, I'm not finna break my neck to go see you neither. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that, man. That's family is a strange dynamic sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I totally get it. You know, I'm a very, I wouldn't call myself family orientated, but I'm a very like solitude type of person.
Yeah.
So I could probably rub somebody the wrong way by just being who I am based on I don't want to deal with people.
Yeah.
You know, or I'm just selfish in a way that like I don't care to be around you.
Right.
You know, at this point in time.
At this particular
like,
moment.
It ain't nothing against you.
Yeah.
It's
like,
just, you know.
it just, today is not the day. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe later on. But like right now, I'm cool.
And you know, I feel like it's one thing to be family, but like loyalty is more important to me.
Yeah.
Than just blood.
No, facts. Matter of fact, you know that old saying, they say blood is thicker than water.
Mm-hmm.
So most people actually don't know, man, that's actually a shortened version of the actual phrase. So like, so obviously it goes, you know, blood is thicker than water, but y'all, they're saying it like blood, like family, right, is thicker than any other bond or connection that you could have. But that, like I said, that's just the shortened version. The actual version is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, meaning that the bonds and connections that you make with people and cement them, regardless of who they are, whether they be friend, stranger, whatever, right? Oftentimes are stronger and a lot more resilient to, you know what I'm saying, negativity than the bonds that you have just based off of, you know, being related by blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, shit, for a time, man, like, it was, for me, it was straight up, like, I confided in my friends, you know what I'm saying, and in my, like my partners or whatever. Like, I confided in them a lot more than I ever brought any kind of attention to something being wrong with my family. Not that I don't love y'all or don't trust y'all with this information, but it's like I know what to expect coming from you.